Welcome to a 20-minute video. Let's get the timer started. This is my third take. The first take, I made a full 20-minute videos, and I said some things I was not supposed to say, and it wasn't negative, but I think it was unapproved YouTube words. I'm not sure because there isn't really a list, and I'd rather not risk it. The second one, I started talking about why I had to redo the first video, and then I said the things that I wasn't supposed to say, or I think I'm not supposed to say, because YouTube doesn't really give us a list of what we can or cannot say. So I gotta focus, be mindful what I'm talking about, because I want to get this smoothly. I do want to share the time, and y'all know I'm trying to wake up earlier. My goal is to be 4 o'clock, but lately it's been 9:30 or 9. So let me show the time. It is 2:18 a.m. and it is Saturday, April 12th. So yeah, I mean, when I did the video, I thought it would be done at 1:45, but it didn't happen that way. Excuse me. Let's get the video started. All right. I'm not gonna put that on the list, so I'm gonna have to redo this. Cross that out. I want to talk about my day. So on April 11th, which is yesterday, because today we're in the 12th, which I'm gonna upload this at 7 a.m., which is on the 12th. I woke up at 8:35. Pretty good. Not the usual 9:30 or 9 o'clock. I made coffee, replied to messages, got the food prepared, and I started studying Hmong at 10:10. And after that, I wrote nothing. I forgot to write. I was doing a lot of things all over the place, but I should have wrote it down so I remember what I've done. And I don't remember, but I do remember leaving the house at 1 o'clock. I got to my workplace, which I'm working in Buena Park area, serving the La Merida, the Fullerton, parts of LA. I forgot the names of it, the cities, but around the LA area. So yeah, I did a total of 5 deliveries, and I made a total of $47. So I was very fortunate. Of course, there was generous customers that hook it up, because if they did not, usually it'll be $5 per trip. So if I did 5 trips, $5, $25, but since it's $47, that was pretty good. And I did decline trips. I think I declined 5. And of course, there are whack orders. 10 miles for $9, 2 miles for $3, or $2.15 for 1 mile. Like, come on, dude. Anyways, I remember the commenter I enjoyed reading. He shared one of his dreams that he came over to California, and I was showing him how to do Uber Eats, and he went to sleep and his acceptance rating dropped. And I thought that was funny, because I don't think he does the gig economy, and that part is true. When you don't accept orders, the acceptance rates decline, and I want to share that because he shared the dream, so I'm going to share my rating. So as you can see, my rating is at 42, and when I started, it was at 42. So I did 5 deliveries, I declined 5 deliveries, and I'm stuck at 42. And there's a reason why I do want to share it. The satisfaction rating, I don't think it really matters. I think it does matter in a way, but I'm not really sure because I know other people that I know, they make way more money than I do, but their ratings are pretty bad, or not really bad, like in the 80s, some of them in the 70s. Well, no, in the 80s. I think some of them could be in the 70s, but I think they're doing good. I don't really know because I kind of stopped talking to them. But yeah, I mean, but what really matters is the acceptance rate, because the guy that had the lower satisfaction rating than me, he had a high acceptance rate. I think his was about, compared to mine's at 40, his was about 70, and his phone kept ringing. So he was getting delivery requests, and I didn't have a high acceptance rating, so I'm just sitting and waiting. So it does matter. I do want to share that if anyone's doing the gig economy work, but I'm trying to get out of it. I don't want to drive anymore. It's not Uber, or maybe it is, because you give me some wacky delivery orders. But I think it's also that the market is saturated with drivers. That's why they're pushing those kind of delivery requests, because I remember like 2 years ago, it was great. Everything I got in, there was no silly orders. Majority of them were good. It's always double or more than the mileage. Like for example, it was 5 miles, it'll be more than $10, over $10. So it's always double the mileage. But now it's like it's at the mileage or less than it. So it's not too great. So yeah, that's my rating. And I think I need to get the acceptance rating up, but I am still not going to do those low ball delivery requests. Just the ones that are they're high, like 7 miles, $7. Yeah, sure, why not? But anything like under $5, no thanks. So yeah, that's the delivery. Let's see how much time we got. I gotta be mindful. So we do the Uber acceptance. The reason why I'm writing so I can put it in my description. See what else we got. So yeah, I worked from 2 to 8 p.m. I think that's 6 hours, and I made $47. Yeah, man, we need the money. We got bills to pay, and I've been thinking, man, I've been scrolling social media like a madman today, and the weather got super duper hot, so I got super tired, and there was no way I could study or read because the weather, it was just so out of it. So to me, the easiest thing I could do to waste time was scroll social media. I also played video games, but with video games I have more control, but I lose interest right away. When I play it, I could only play probably about 10 minutes or less, and then it'll just get boring. So yeah, gotta do something about the social media. Gotta stop. I gotta stop and do something productive. Anyways, okay. Moving on. I'm going off my old old one, the one the old previous video that I didn't do. I made a list, so I'm going off that one. All right, I wrote down why I enjoy the Parasite cleanse, and we got 10 minutes. I think the reason why I enjoy drinking this is because it reminds me of rum. I think it's called rum, or a cognac or cognac. I forgot what they're called. But one of my favorite drink is Johnny Walker Blue, and that thing is not. It's not cheap. It's quite expensive, and there I have tried. I think it's called Magellan, and those are pretty expensive. But I'm not a fan of those. I mean, some of them do taste good, but oh, excuse me. Ooh, I'm burping. Ah. But yeah, I drink it not to get drunk. I actually drink it to savor the taste because I enjoy the taste, especially the Johnny Walker Blue. I could taste the flavor, its flavor. I think they have like a smoke or oak or something. I don't know what they call it, but I could taste it and it tastes really good. And the cool thing about the Johnny Walker Blue compared to the other, because I drink a lot of hard liquors, but they were expensive, and I don't drink it to shot it. I actually have a shot glass, but I put it in my mouth and I savor it before I drink it, and I just taste it around. And I don't know. I have a. It makes me feel bougie, I guess, and I enjoy tasting it like that. And I drink it not to, as I said, not to be tipsy or anything like that. I just drink it for the taste, and it'll be very nice. And usually I'll do that at the end of the day after a good long day of work or study or whatever it may be. That would be like the the prize, I guess. Okay, I could end my day with a nice drink, and this reminds me of it because I could taste, I guess, the spice. I don't recognize most of the spice. I don't recognize except for oregano and the clove. I could taste those, but the other are foreign, but they have a very pleasant taste, and it's said to take 30 drops for in the morning, 30 drops in the afternoon, 30 drops at night. But I don't know. I want to up it. I don't think 30 drops are doing anything. I think it needs to be 40 drops. I might try that. We'll see how it goes. So let me write that down. Parasite cleanse. And any update to the parasite cleanse? Well, I noticed my number twos. I do apologize for the too much information. It's not normal anymore. Now it's more of I apologize, more of a running state, a diarrhea state. So, I mean, it's not unpleasant or anything. It's just, I prefer it not to be like that, but I guess that's how it's going. And yeah, no pain or anything. Just with the flow. I did not take a look at it. I'm too afraid. I don't want to see anything wiggling or anything like that. So right now I'm just trusting the process, and hopefully it'll be done soon. Right now it's up to here. Before it was filled up to here, but now it's down up to here. So can you see it? Yeah. Do I feel any different? In a way, yes. I think I noticed I could kind of focus better, I think. I'm not too crazy about the... Where's my chocolate? My chocolate, because before I took the parasite cleanse, and I'd be enjoying the chocolate. I'll be even thinking about it. Like I just want chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. But that has cut it down drastically. So now I can just grab like a handful and I'll be good to go. Unlike grabbing several handfuls and eating it throughout the day. Even at nighttime before I go to sleep, I would take a lot of chocolate. So yeah, I think because I remember someone saying, I think, I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or on TikTok, this lady, she was talking about how parasites makes you want to eat sweet is because the parasite likes the sweet. That's why people crave it. But then I also think the commenter I enjoy reading, I think a couple of things he said was true too. It could be lacking nutrients in the body, minerals. Lacking minerals. And I think that could be true. which I bought cacao and plan to drink it with goat milk. I probably should do that. Anyways, that is the Parasite cleanse. So yeah, I enjoy drinking it because it tastes really good. Wow, we're down to 4 minutes. All right. Okay. What else I want to talk about? I wrote 2 other things. Wrote gratitude. I talk about it so much in my older videos, and honestly, I don't really do it until something like almost bad thing almost happen each and every time. Like, for example, because of the Father of Heaven, I need to remember that He protects me almost like pretty much every day, like on the road, because there are so many non-stop close calls over and over, and the Father of Heaven would get me to grab my attention and move, or just to avoid them. And I have not given Him thanks for that. The Father of Heaven, I haven't really given Him thanks, which I should each and every day, and I'm not doing it. Only when it's like a noticeable close calls, and there've been plenty of that, then I would give Him thanks and be grateful for it. But I shouldn't do that. I also need to be grateful for those who are supporting me. I could also pray and give thanks for that, which I should do. Not just like once in a while, but the more the better, because I also have other people supporting me and taking it for granted, and I shouldn't take it for granted, because they don't, others, not just only online but also out here, they don't have to help me, but for them to help me, I should not take it for granted and be grateful and thankful. So it's also a good idea for me to pray, because there's 2 types of prayers. There's the graceful prayer, which is I think it's the most powerful prayer, the graceful prayer, and then there's the judgment prayer, and that is very strong, but it's nothing compared to the graceful prayer. I think I don't want to say blessings, because it's the English word be blessing, so I don't want to say that. I'd rather say, if you hear me say graceful, that's why. I think it's a better word than the blessing word. So yeah, the more grateful I become, I think I'll be more present, more aware of the things around me, and I could be more positive. Because yeah, when I was down and out, all I could see was the negative. And the commentary I enjoy reading, he wrote some really good stuff. We got 1 minute. I guess I'm just going to share this and then I'm done. He was right, because I remember there was a dark time in my life, and I remember I did things that were positive, and I wrote it through with positivity, even though I had a lot of stress going on. And the things I did was I visit what do you call those things? A nursing home. I remember going to a nursing home, and wow, let me tell you, it's pretty sad, because I remember seeing people sitting at the door waiting, and I remember hearing stories that there would be people waiting for their loved ones to come visit them, or bring them something, or just be with them. So they just wait, and I don't think those people who they're waiting for are coming. Just probably once in a while to, I don't know, special occasion or something. I have no idea. But it's very sad. And I also did volunteering. I helped the homeless, and that was pretty cool. And it's also very sad to see the people where they're at, and when they share the story, it's just like, wow, wow. But you know, being around those people, seeing their happiness, makes it worth it. All right, made it. Also, want to share the last one before I end the video. And he wrote a simple one, like helping out animals. Even that, I remember going to a pet shop. I don't want to say the company name. And I would visit the animals for the ones that are waiting for adoption that no one is adopting, because some of them were old. And I would go over, visit, play with those animals, and donate. After I play with those animals, I would donate. Just simple things like that. And while it really alleviated the stress and it brought forth positivity, I guess maybe in a way I felt like I was making a small change, even though it may seem negligible, but still it was positive. So yeah, if anyone is super down and out, that does help. It does help. And that's what I wanted to share. That's it for this video. We made it through. For those that are new and enjoy the video, and if you watch it all the way through, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. And excuse me, woo, having the burps. And for all the viewers that watched my video all the way through, I want to make a quick prayer that the Father in heaven will protect your peace when you encounter any obstacles, any challenges. You will be able to handle it with grace and with peace. And if it is in your will, or if it's possible, that you may handle it with love, and that the Father in heaven will give you lots of love, give me lots of love, because we all need the Father in heaven's love. And that's all I have for this video. Until the next, the Most High willing, hallelujah, and Sinji Dua.